hostel where Koos is staying. He's made an impressive journey along the east coast of Sweden, all the way from Västervik up to Dalarö. So now we will talk about his boat, his trip, and his plans for the coming days.
Koos.
Yeah. Hello.
Hi. Now you're in Sweden.
Week on the way now. So I came from, I took the car from the Netherlands, 2 days driving, and yeah, then started in Västervik. I sailed every day, and I want to go, basically I want to go north.
Yeah.
So I picked a spot a little bit further north, and yeah, and for the rest I just want to sail. The winds forecast is west, south, southwest, south. And my boat likes to go downwind, so it's
so you will end up in Finland somewhere if you continue.
I was looking at maybe doing the Gulf further up the coast.
Yeah.
But I think the coast gets very unprotected. I think you have to be really lucky to get the good weather.
Yeah.
Now we have all the islands here, so that's good. But maybe I'll come back next year and do the rest of the.
let us see on your boat.
Yeah, all right.
So you made this kayak yourself.
Yeah. It's built from it is a design. It is Artemis design, and it's designed by Axel Schmid. I think he made 3 prototypes. Then he said, okay, this could be better, that could be better, and he let me have a go at the Segelkriterium in Bremen. So he let me try the boat.
Yes.
So then I felt, okay, it's a good working boat.
Yeah.
And he won it 6 times or something. So he won it a few times, the sailing, so I thought it could not be bad. Only thing I changed is the rig. I put a bigger sail up.
Yeah.
It was made by Michael Storer. So I have quite a tall sail, 6.2 meters.
What about, you have some outriggers sometimes, but you don't have them now?
Yeah, they are in the grass.
Oh, okay, they are there, yeah.
For mooring, they are the Hobie Sidekick things, but I got them cheap off Amazon. They really, I hate them and I love them.
Okay.
Like on this water, sometimes it's quite wavy.
Yeah.
And I make some sea crossings, and then it's just it prevents a capsize. So they are out of the water.
Yeah.
But they do slow the boat down, and that's what I don't like.
Yeah.
But if you want to have a break or when reefing, it's really nice to have the outriggers. It's a windsurf mast. So the mast is 1 kilo. No, 2 kilos, I think the mast.
But the sideboard is is it heavy? Does it contain any lead or anything?
No. It's we have in the Netherlands, we have a catamaran shop for used catamaran parts.
Yeah.
So this is a Marstrom M20 catamaran.
Okay.
I got it. It's beautifully made. It's carbon. And also the rudder is a carbon F18 rudder. So it comes up here, up. Okay, there's the ground.
Yes.
Up and it comes up. So it's it's a second hand. I thought I cannot make the foil shape so good, and I think it's important to have the right NACA profile.
Of course, for speed, it's important. So.
And I'm used to. I'm a dinghy sailor originally, so I have this carbon tiller, and this I broke many times because then with the capsize. But I like to sit out on the boat. So
okay, so you sit on just here.
Yeah, I made
cushions to sit on.
Yeah. I have a different version in mind. I want to make wings, little wings with carbon sticks.
So little like the moth.
Yeah, that's where I come from. Moth. So I want to make it a moth. And here's my plank. So now I do this.
Okay.
So for the stability upwind. But on the sea with waves, I don't really use it because it's too unstable.
Yeah.
But when I can use it in flat water,
Yeah.
I use it. I had a very light wind day, upwind. Also, it's much more comfortable to
Yeah.
sit on.
Okay.
So,
So it's carbon fiber on the outside of
yeah,
foam, or
foam inside.
yeah.
And I cut it a little bit because I made it crazy long first. And
Yeah.
I think I can always cut it off. So I cut it. It was so long. It was. I've been standing on the side
Yeah.
of the canoe and then sitting with my bum on the edge, and it was spectacular, but not really fast.
Mostly dangerous.
Yeah, it was
Scary.
dangerous and stupid. Yeah.
And you also have some foam for if you capsize.
Yeah, I tried 3 different systems
Mhm.
with the foam. I have bigger, and this is as the designer made it.
Mhm.
These are the pool noodles. You can, in the Netherlands, you can buy them in any,
Yeah.
in the most, stores. And I have 2 airbags, 1 airbag in the back, 1 airbag in the front. And yeah, it works well.
So if you are filled with water, how
Yeah.
does the kayak behave then? Is it very unstable?
No, it's very relaxing.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
So you have plenty of time to take your breath and get rid of some water and.
In theory, yes, but
Yeah.
normally, normally when I capsize, I'm full of adrenaline,
Yeah.
and then I take the bucket and.
Okay. What's this?
It's a self-bailer.
Ah, okay.
I have it only a few months,
Yeah.
and I should have done it much earlier.
So how does it work? You pull
yeah.
somewhere?
It is when I do 4 to 5 knots,
Mm-hmm.
it starts sucking. So up. It sucks here,
Yeah.
and so it sucks the water out, and it's really dry. It's completely dry if I
Yeah.
have it closed, because the boat is very wet.
Yeah.
So in waves, of course, I can stop and then bail,
Yeah.
but it's very annoying and sometimes also a little bit dangerous, I think,
Yeah.
if you have to stop and so now I can just keep pushing and the boat sucks itself dry,
Yeah.
basically.
And
Yeah.
here you have a bottom plunge, or?
I used to have that for a hiking strap,
Ah, okay.
but it was a mistake because now I can put my foot under this.
Yeah.
It's very comfortable.
Mhm.
Also, if I go downwind
Yeah.
and it's a little bit waves,
Yeah.
I put the foot here
Yeah.
and then I'm stable.
Okay.
So
Do you have covered this with something, or is it
that's
just?
glass.
Yeah.
Yeah, very thin layer of glass. And when I painted it, I think I put sugar on. So I paint,
Yeah.
and then sugar.
To make it non-slip. or-
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You wash the sugar away, and
Yeah.
then the little dents they get.
But here you have strengthened with thicker. Was it?
It's
Is it
Kevlar.
Kevlar?
Yeah, it is Kevlar.
Is it also on the bottom of the?
I have. You can see there, on the bottom is carbon.
Yeah.
On the inside, in the front, is carbon and Kevlar for impact.
Yeah.
If I hit a rock or something.
Yeah.
On the front, here is all carbon.
Yeah.
Here is foam,
Yeah.
and here I made some extra carbon under to get the forces from the plank to the mast.
Yeah.
And on the back, there's not much. There's a few carbon strips.
Yeah.
The outside skin is carbon.
Okay.
It's, I made a second job, but
No, I think you made a great job.
it works.
If I compare with mine.
Well, you're both no, yeah.
And the sails you bought or you made,
I bought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and the spray hood as well.
I made it myself.
You made this
Yeah.
yourself?
I
Yeah.
had an old sail
Yeah.
from a 16 meter, they call it.
Mhm.
And I looked at the batten. It was done in 2 hours.
Yeah.
I have for 6 years, and it's perfect. Evening job, like blah, blah, blah.
Great.
And
So,
Yeah.
but it's still kind of wet when you're sailing.
Yeah. Yeah, it depends.
So how do you dress in this cold weather or cold water?
I wear a 5mm wetsuit.
Okay, yeah.
And I cut off the top because
Yeah.
I didn't like a full wetsuit.
Yeah, so it's more like hoses.
Yeah, I have the wetsuit hose
Yeah.
and a neoprene top.
Yeah.
And then a life jacket, a spray jacket, hats.
Yeah.
And I have a woolly
Scarf.
And then I have this. If I get a squall or something, I can. So it's a bolero for
Okay.
extra.
Yeah.
I wore it once so far.
But you still get kind of wet sitting there. How do you cope with it for a very long time? You don't get wrinkly skin or?
No, but I'm only like, my longest day I think was 10 hours.
Okay.
I made one day that was 10 hours. Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
Today was only 2 hours, 2.5 hours.
Yeah. So you went. What kind of average speed do you make in this?
Here it's quite good because today was 9 kilometers
Per hour?
per hour. Yeah.
So by about almost 5 knots.
Yeah, I had one day with 5 knots average, but normally I do 2.5. Like in the Netherlands, if you're tacking and bridges and things. But here you can just go and
step on it. So what's the
also,
maximum speed that you have reached?
I did 12.1 once when I was new to the boat.
Yeah.
And then there's a rain squall and but also this holiday I did 10.6.
Yeah.
So I liked it because with all the luggage.
Yes.
Also there was some rain and also there were other boats around, so I'm a little bit competitive sometimes.
Of course. When you got the chance.
Yeah.
And you have the Netherlands flags in the end and the Swedish one in the front, I see. Yeah.
Correct, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I should do a little bit better with the Dutch because it's wet all the time.
Yeah.
And I think it must go a little bit higher up.
Okay.
But there's always things to change, I think, on the boat.
There is always something to do, yeah. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to change? What about the pontoons? You were not happy with those.
I think they're ugly.
They are ugly, but they're easy because you can fill them with air and you can compress them.
And I can compress them. I roll them up, and then they go here under the deck.
Yeah.
So they're gone. But I think I want. The plank is also it's fun, but it's not really not so practical.
Mm.
And it's a big step to start using the plank.
Yeah.
So what I want to do is make hiking racks, like a moth.
Yeah.
And then if there's a squall, boom, you sit on the rack.
Yeah.
And also, I think it's nicer for my bum because sitting on the side it starts to hurt after a week.
What about something hanging from the mast, like you
like
have
a
on
trapeze?
catamarans and
Yeah, I
things
think
like.
it's dangerous.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Be attached.
Yeah, if I'm
If
attached,
you fall
I
over
don't like
and
it.
no.
Yeah. And also with the hiking rack, I can take it off.
Yeah.
And then I can get rid of it. But the problem is because you have different modes to use the boat,
Yes.
and because I have a box here, my luggage box goes here.
Yeah.
I have 60 or 70 liters of luggage, and also I sit on it while sailing.
Yeah.
It's a nice cushion. But I pedal with a single pedal.
Yeah, you have a single paddle.
Yeah.
You don't want to have a double.
I do.
Okay.
So if I go into port or something, I use a single, and then I steer with the rudder.
Mm.
The tiller goes under my here. And for a longer time, I have a roller. rollers here. I put my roller here. And then I made a little cushion.
Yeah.
So this goes on my roller.
Okay.
And then I can sit leaning with my back against the box.
Yeah.
So I can sit upright or and it moves and it weighs nothing and it costs nothing. So
Yeah. How long is the kayak?
it's 485
485. Yeah.
Yeah, this is 77
Yeah.
centimeters. Yeah.
If someone wants to build one of these, where do they find the blueprints?
You go to Duckworks.
Okay.
Duckworks have a website.
Yeah, I know Duckworks.
Yeah.
So it's on
Duckworks.
Duckworks.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you would recommend a builder to change except for the carbon fiber? Choose glass fiber instead.
The rig, I think for most people 6.2 is too much.
Okay, so what kind of rig? How 5 meters?
Yeah, Michael Store has some good. He makes a combi canoe, and they have a rig especially for that canoe, and he sends sales all over the world.
Yeah.
So I think that rig would be good to use.
Yeah. Let us see. Where did you start?
So I started here.
Just outside Västervik.
Yeah, there was a Vanderaar, Heim, there.
Yeah. So you took the long route.
Took the long, and the wind was sailable.
Yeah.
There was a classic yacht regatta, so I sailed along with the classic boats. And then I came here, and then it turned. The wind was expected to be south on that day.
Yeah.
But actually it was east.
Okay.
So I came here and I passed, and then I saw a shelter here. So I thought, okay, stop.
Okay.
So I stayed in the shelter. Yeah, and then I think second day on the sea here. So I traveled just north.
Along the coastline.
Yeah, along the coastline, in between the islands. Sometimes a little bit out, sometimes a little bit in.
Did you make the inside or outside route around Söderköping?
Yeah, I went outside. So then I went outside. This was my long day. It was all the way. That was a 10-hour day. There was a very nice bay with even a beach here, so I beached, and that was just perfect. I landed, beach, tent, finished.
Yeah.
Oh, and straight away invitation for a barbecue. With some Swiss and Swedish people. I was on this island here. There I was completely alone. That was funny. And at first when I landed, I thought there's nothing of humans here. Yeah, and then I think I went. This was nice. Yeah, the wind was first on the northeast, but it was expected to turn. So I made a nice upwind course, and the wind turned with me, so I could go like this. Yeah.
And then you went over to Landsort.
Yeah, and then I thought, okay, no, I'll go close to the coast, but then it was still quiet, and the wind was good, so I thought, okay, let's go straight. So then I was here on Landsort. That was really nice.
Yeah. This lighthouse that is on Landsort there.
Yeah.
That's the first lighthouse in Sweden.
It was. I went.
Yeah.
You could get a bicycle here.
Yeah.
So I cycled here. It was wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also with the cannons.
Yeah, there's a lot of cannons from the Second World War there.
Yeah.
But they also have a. I don't think so, but they have a newer cannon in the middle of the island, which is from the Cold War.
So I went, out here. Over here it was wobbly.
Okay.
even on the day before, I started from here very very easy, but when I got here, the waves built up.
You know, this is known surfer beach in Sweden. One of the more popular surfer beaches is in Stockholm, because it's kind of shallow,
Yeah.
and when the wind is coming from the south,
Yeah.
it gets a rather good surf around
Yes.
this area.
Yeah.
So there is a lot of surfers, windsurfers, and kite surfers
Yeah.
all the year around.
Here, it was wind force 2,
Mm-hmm.
and at full sail up, and here I was faster than it was a Hanse 37. It was nice.
Yeah.
He came past, and I had the reef in, and then I took the reef out, and I was just a little bit faster than him. And
Mm-hmm.
I thought I turned the corner there. I thought, no, okay, now it will be quiet. But no, the waves just kept following me.
Yeah.
But it was a very easy. There was a squall coming or a rain cloud, and I got some wind, so I put the reefs in. And then after I took them out again because it was, but it was just all day. It was a little bit boring.
Yeah.
Just all the way trucking downwind.
Where did you camp, or you camped
No, I
at the
went-
campsite?
Yeah, there was a campsite. Yeah, here.
And now you're at Dalarö here,
Yep.
and now you're thinking about where you will go next.
Yes. Yeah. Stockholm, Norra.
Yeah.
There we go.
Because out here you have